Welcome back everybody, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be canning some bone broth. I have some chicken bones here and a backbone from where Doug had butterflied the chicken not too long ago. I save all my chicken bones. A lot of people just throw this stuff away, but it makes a really good bone broth and a lot cheaper from what you can get in the store. Usually I make my broth in a big pot and cook it for like 2 to 3 days, but for a faster broth and more richer broth, I'm going to do it in an Instant Pot. I put a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I put celery, this is some I just had, and onion skins. I usually save all my onion skins, the tops of the celery, and all just for broth, and I put it in the freezer and then just use it whenever I make my broth. Here I'm putting in some peppercorns, about maybe 10. Here's some parsley. And I'm putting in this poultry seasoning. You can put in a lot more seasonings, thyme, basil, anything you want. I'm just going to add this seasoning because it has most of that stuff in it. And there's a couple of bay leaves. And some salt. I'll have a recipe down in the description. Now I'm going to fill it up with water to the maximum level on my Instant Pot. Then I'm going to put my lid on and set it on manual for 2 hours. After the 2 hours, I'm going to drain it. First, I'm going to take out all the big chunks and put them in a big strainer.
You do not have to be good. Even the best of us have been misunderstood. So get up on your feet.
As you can see, the Instant Pot, it turns the bones to just mush. It gets all that good stuff out of the bones. Here I've got a pitcher to catch the broth, a wire mesh strainer, and a cheesecloth, and another wire mesh strainer. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it to try to get out all the little bits of stuff. And then I'm going to strain all that out, and I'll show you the next step.
The sun is shining repentance through the leaf. Its rays will wash you clean.
I got around maybe 2.5 to 3 quarts. I'm going to I'm going to let it cool down, then put it in the refrigerator and let it cool overnight. Okay, this is the broth next day. We're going to see what it looks like. That top there has fat on it. We're going to scrape that fat off the best we can. And we'll save this fat. It makes good gravy.
I'm walking slowly, I'm taking my time. All I like are talking is starting to rhyme. Letting go of lonely, letting go of strife.
And you see the chicken broth, it's turned to like a jelly. That's what you want. Um, the jelly, where it gels like that, it's basically collagen. It's really good for you. A lot of people drink the chicken broth or any broth for arthritis. It's good for your bones and joints. It helps with the inflammation. I also drink it when I'm sick. It's really good for colds and all, and also good for your gut health. And in cooking soups, anything like that, you need stock or broth. It is a whole lot better than what you get in the grocery store. Now, I'm going to can this, but I'm going to add to it some that I've already done and froze. 3 quarts in the canner just ain't enough. So I'm going to add the others to it, bring this up to a boil, and then we'll can it. And I still do it in a big pot for 2 or 3 days, but you don't get that gel as good as you do in this stock here, or broth. Okay, we're going to fill up our jars. Got it hot. We're going to fill it up to 1 inch headspace.
I just can't get enough of this beautiful life. I just can't get enough of this beautiful life.
Okay, we're going to wipe the rim of the jars with vinegar to get any grease that's on there. We're going to put on a lid and a ring, fingertip tight. We don't need to debubble because it's just liquid. We'll put this in the canner. I've got 3 inches of water in there. You need to check your directions for your canner. And I've got it hot because I'm putting hot jars in. You don't want to put cold jars to hot water or hot jars to cold water. Okay, let's get the rest jarred up.
You do not have to be known. Even the best of us have sometimes felt alone. This whole world is your home, so reach out your branches, lay your roots back to the soil, and watch the rain help you grow. I'm walking slowly, I'm taking my time. All that I could talking is starting to rhyme. I'm letting go of lonely, letting go of strife. I just can't get enough of this beautiful life. I just can't get enough of this beautiful life. Saved by amazing grace, or maybe my lack of faith. The seasons change, but they come back the same.
Okay, I've got the first canner load. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll show you here on my canner, or most canners, there is a little arrow on your canner lid and on your handle. It's easier to put it on if you match those up. It goes on just as easy as can be. Okay, I'm going to turn my stove on, and I'm going to wait for steam to come out of that vent pipe. It needs to be really rolling out of there, just like this. and I'm going to time it for 10 minutes. That's going to push all the air out of your pressure canner. And any meat stock or vegetable stock, it has to be pressure canned because it's a low acid food. After 10 minutes, I'm going to put on my weight. I can at 15 pounds pressure. You'll have to check your altitude. And then I wait for this to start rocking. Once it starts rocking, I'm going to time it for 25 minutes, and we'll be back after it's done. Okay, I didn't get the canner when it was done, but I waited for the pressure to come down. I turned off the stove, waited for the pressure to come down, and then I let it set for 5 minutes, took off the weight, opened it up and let it set for 15, and brought the jars out. And here you have it. I got 14 cans of broth to put on the shelf. I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a blessed day and come back and see us.